morning. How are you today? So, just a quick question. I'm just wondering, who is super tired of hearing about this crazy college scandal? I know I am. So, let's just talk about it. I'm just sitting here, drinking my coffee, getting ready for work, and scrolling through some news, and again, I'm hearing about this, these wealthy elite moms who have paid their way into their kids getting into college. So, let's talk about that. It really, really infuriates me. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that infuriates also. So I don't know if any of you have ever had a kid go through the college process, but it is quite intensive. It's very stressful, and these kids work their tails off to get into college. And it is so freaking hard to get into college now. It is nothing like when I went to school. Nothing. They have to be almost perfect to get into school. And to be perfect as a teenager really sucks. I mean, when I say perfect, the GPA requirements are, 4.0, 3.8, unweighted to get into the colleges of their choices. Ridiculous SAT scores, 1,300, minimum to get into some schools. And it's not just that. I know kids who have perfect GPAs. I have a friend's son who had a 4.0 unweighted last year, graduating with a 1,400 on his SAT. I apologize, 1,490 on his SAT. Community service work, 4 years in the band, leading his band as one of their officers, and he still didn't get into the colleges of his choice. It's almost impossible. So to hear that if you have some money to throw around, you can make it happen is so frustrating for those of us who have been in the trenches with these kids working their tails off. So I have a son who is a freshman in college. I mentioned him in my first video. He is at a very elite school up in New England where he is on a full football scholarship. We are so insanely proud of him, but let me tell you, to get that scholarship, the amount of blood, sweat, and tears that went into that kid worked every day of his life, from the minute he started kindergarten to when he went to college, with sports nonstop, perfection on his grades, test scores off the charts, leaderships, opportunities all around the board. He never, ever stopped. So to think that somebody could have gotten a scholarship above him just by their mom throwing, a couple $100,000 a coach's way, just infuriates me because it just, again, separates the classes. It separates the wealthy elite from the middle class, and it keeps pushing a bigger divide between the two. So let me know what you think. Have you guys been through the process? Have you had a kid do it? I have a high school junior now, and, the other flip side to this is the pressure that's put on these kids to be able to get into college and that they have to go. I think I mentioned, if you watched my first video, that my daughter is a singer. She does not have an intention to go to a four-year school. She would like to pursue her dream of becoming a singer, and she's doing a pretty good job so far of it. So we as a family have decided that, that opportunity is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so we're going to allow her to do it. I don't think college is a one-time only option. I don't think you have to go to college the minute you graduate high school. I don't think it's everybody's path. I think that there are amazing community colleges out there where you can get your feet wet, figure out what you want to do, figure out what it is you want to major in. I mean, how many people go to college and change their major within 6 months or a year? I know I did. I went to college. I went to the University of Central Florida, go Knights, and now I'm a hairstylist, and I absolutely love it. And I changed my major twice, and then I went to a vocational school, and I make a very good living, and I'm a very happy person. So there are so many different jobs out there and opportunities for teenagers to do right out of school, whether it's go ahead and get a technical degree in hairstyling or in welding or in whatever you like, so that you can successfully work your way through college. Or, maybe your path is going to a community college where you can live at home for a while and you can mature and grow a little bit before you jump into a four-year program. And by the way, parents, most community colleges have a direct connect to the universities next to them. So it doesn't matter what your high school GPA or your SAT scores are, you can still get in. It's not like if you don't get in the day you graduate high school, you're never going to college. And right now, I feel like I've had so many moms say to me, oh, where's your daughter going to college? Where does she want to go? And when I say she's going to actually go and learn about sound engineering at a technical school, work on her craft, and then we'll talk about college, I get eyeball rolls and sighs and, are you sure you're going to let her do that? I can't believe you're going to let her do that. Have you thought this through? Are you sure you want her to do that? And my answer is, yes! I want her to be happy, successful, and I want her, when she decides to go to college because she wants to go to college, and that way it's actually useful, and she gets a degree in maybe something she's going to use. 40% of college students now are coming out of college not able to get jobs because guess what? They have no clue what they want to do with their lives. They go because they're told they have to by their parents and society. So don't get me wrong, I'm very, very pro-college, and I feel everyone should go. It's something that no one can ever take away from you. Most jobs now want you to have a degree, so you should go. But I also believe that we should, as parents and as a group of people, as a society, we should encourage teenagers to explore their options and figure out what's best for them. Instead of putting this elitist, insane pressure on our kids that they have to go to college the day they graduate high school, and it has to be a big name college or they're going to be unsuccessful. Because we are developing a society of highly anxious, highly stressed out teenagers that are going to become non-functioning adults because all they do is worry. And honestly, isn't it proven true that you are more successful through failures? You learn through your failures. So to get into these colleges now, they want kids to have perfection. You know what? I don't want my child graduating high school with perfection because that leads to, when you do have failure as an adult, not being able to cope with it. So if having a few failures as a teenager, messing up at a few tests, and you know what? If having to take the SAT once, twice, 3 times is what they need to do to be able to be successful, that's fine. I want my kids to be happy. I want them to be safe, and I want them to be not filled with anxiety and worry their entire life that they're going to fail or they're going to disappoint somebody. I want them to find their true passion and their true happiness in life. So, that's all I have to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment below if you have a child going through this process. If you feel like it's kind of bull that we're forcing our kids to do things that they really don't have to do and worry about things they really shouldn't have to worry about, please comment below. Please hit subscribe and like the channel, and we'll be back again soon. Thanks so much.